Hello and welcome back to Ratchet and Clank with me, Matthew Caddis, aka Poogie. So today we are going to 2 planets in this episode because this is another example of why we need another gadget. Yes, we're going down that route. And yes, we will need another gadget for Planet Qwartu because as we will see, there are giant robot guards guarding the entrance to whatever the robot processing plant is here on Planet Qwartu. So yes, and it is very annoying. But on the other hand, there is one thing we can be introduced to, and it is one of my favourite things about the PS2 Ratchet and Clank games. Unfortunately, these robots are the same sort we encountered on Planet Qwartu, meaning they have Tesla claws. Oh yes. So now I'm going to use the swing shot to get to the other side, and then suck up the robot dogs here. Yep, they can easily be sucked up. They're the same robot dogs again as on, actually on, Planet Gaspard. Anyway, over here, we will get introduced to another scientist working for Chairman Drek around this corner, and he's had enough of Chairman Drek, just like the one on the Blarg station. Yep, so I guess that's good. So let's get rid of you, and don't shoot me in the back, you stupid robots. And then, oh dear, I'm running out of thing there. And then don't you bite me, robot dogs, either. Then we go around to the right, more robot dogs here, and then we'll speak to the scientist here.
Was it pi over infinity, or...
Hey! You need help fixing that thing?
Actually, I'm trying to destroy it.
Why?
I was contracted to re-engineer my enlarging machine to create huge, heavily armed mechs.
So that's where those mechs came from.
Precisely. Had I known Drek was behind this, I never would have done it.
Is there anything we can do?
Well, if you'll volunteer to be enlarged, you may be able to stop those mechs long enough for me to sabotage this machine.
And then you will change me back?
I've never tried that, but in theory, yes.
So, over here is the enlargement machine, and this will transform Clank into Giant Clank. And Giant Clank is absolutely an absolute huge destructive machine. These Tesla using robots, yeah, no, they will fall before the might of Giant Clank. However, it does serve somewhat of a purpose beyond this short segment of us bashing the living crap out of anything, and that is, well, basically facing a bunch of robots. Power Rangers style. Yes, okay, they're not as big as the Megazords, neither is Ratchet and Clank, but that's the best analogy I can think of. Seriously, it reminds me way too much of an episode of Power Rangers, and apparently I took another pause break here. Okay, let's continue. So, what you will face here in this area are giant mechs that can, well, kick your ass, and also helicopters that we probably saw earlier on Planet Qwartu. Clank has his 1-2 punch with this square button. He also does have a special attack. The robots will, meanwhile, launch various projectiles at you, as will the thing, especially standing on the side of the thing, which reminds me very much of the arena on, dare I say, in Jak and Daxter, that's it, in Jak and Daxter, because there we also had robots, although unlike with that, it was lurkers and they came down from the top, unlike before, so yeah. Sometimes it's very hard to see where each of the robots are perched, but other than that, this is a bloody free-for-all. And Clank's special attack is unleashed by pressing the triangle button, not the square button, that's to punch. So yeah, all in all, you can die from this if you're not careful, but mostly you don't really, so yeah.
Well done! Now just step into the machine and we'll see what happens.
Nice to have you back, I guess.
I've recalibrated the controls to allow only your specific circuit pattern.
Oh, perfect.
I don't know how to thank you two. Maybe this'll help.
New! From Gadgetron, the makers of weapons and other fine products, comes the Hologuise. With the Hologuise, you can fool robots into thinking you're one of them. Match your wits against other robots. Work on robotic assembly lines. Attend robot parties. The Hologuise. Available only at Gadgetron headquarters for a limited time. Not to be used for illegal purposes. We're only in sanctioned areas. You will not actually become a robot.
If I can get that thing, I'll be able to get past those robot guards.
Robots are not so easily fooled.
Ah, what's that?
What?
Uh-huh.
So yeah, that is where we need to go in order to get the Hologuise, Planet Qwartu 3. And we are going to go there straight away. Yes, because we will need to, really. So, I am going back over here, and thankfully, thanks to Giant Clank, most of the giant robots have been, well, most of the Tesla-using robots have been eliminated. If we try and get past the giant robots as we are now, they will just bomb us into submission with their energy bombs. So yeah, there is one more other area we can go to, and we can go there now as we do have the hydro pack for ease of travel underwater, because we have a kind of time section underwater in order to get another gadget, but I don't know if I'll get that or not. If I do, then fine, but if not, yeah. Nope, looks like I'm going straight back to the ship. Okay then, so I will see you when I get back to Planet Qwartu 3 after this cutscene, I think.
This is starting to become annoying. I'm not sure why I bother with you incompetent idiots. All right, I'll try this one more time. You are my most elite troops. I'm sending you down to the planet's surface to destroy those troublemakers. Now go! Oh, and if you have to destroy Gadgetron to get rid of them, so be it.
Okay then, so, where we are going, as I say, well, I've already said where we're going. But, yeah, this is the home of Gadgetron. And, oh boy, did the remake do some weird things with the guy in charge of Gadgetron, seriously. They tried to make the old cliche of the old man trying to be modern. Yeah, that's been done to death in various media. I don't know why Insomniac did do that, but that aside, let us now go, well, not that way, but actually through here. And if you're wondering about if Quark has a heel face turn like he does, well, he was already evil from the start, was Quark, but no, he isn't. He actually is how he is in Ratchet and Clank 3, just a complete simpleton. I mean, he is somewhat of a simpleton in this game, but he did have some evil intentions as well. Yeah. Anyway, we have some new enemies here to deal with on Qwartu 3. Not just those returning explosive mobile bombs from Planet Gaspard, but also these drop ships and these floating troopers that will easily, in fact, they're the elite Blarg troopers we saw in that cutscene there. They will easily decimate your health if you do not have a decent long-range weapon like the Devastator. Or indeed the Visibomb gun. So yeah. And the Visibomb gun at this stage in the game should cost us about 10,000 bolts, I guess. Or maybe it is 7,500, I'm not sure. all. But that being said, yeah, apparently I want to equip, well, the Devastator. Aiming with the Devastator in these small corridors is a pain in the ass. Seriously, it is. I do not like this area for that reason. And you can easily get killed by the troopers, so shooting them is kind of a crapshoot, if you know what I mean. So yeah, and that being said, we will also see, somewhat interestingly, these crash test dummy sort of robots. And what they will do is actually use various Gadgetron weapons. So yeah, as you can see here, they're using the bomb glove. So yeah, and I am using the mine glove. The mine glove, by virtue of homing in on enemies, is I think more powerful than the bomb gloves. So yeah, and that isn't all we will see of the things, because we will later in this level see them using the Walloper, which is a weapon that has been unlocked, I believe, just after we visited Planet Qwartu. And these troopers, seriously. So much so I'm just having to go and just blast them willy-nilly with the Devastator, because, to be honest, I do not like aiming first person in this area. Seriously. I suppose I could have gone with the Pyrocity here, but that doesn't always work here, and aiming with the thing is just a pain in the ass in such close areas, seriously. Now, this force field, once we shoot it with whatever weapon, will go down after a few seconds, so yeah. And oh boy, have I picked the wrong weapon here, seriously. But there you go. But that being said, I am going to buy some more bolts, and then go on. Let's see, is that enough? It'll have to be, because I can't think of anything else.
Oh, that's a nice.
And that's everything. So, let's go and wreak some havoc, shall we? I'm going to start this time with the Agents of Doom, because they can at least take out the robot dogs. Let's start with the Blargian troopers, but that'll be for later, I think. So let's use the thing, and again, use the mine glove. Yeah, I do like the mine glove. It is a pretty good weapon, especially against small fry enemies like these crash test dummies, which will return actually in Ratchet and Clank 3 of your arsenal. And yeah, that's the American title, but yeah, apparently we don't want to use it in case that it is too offensive for children, which probably is, to be fair, given that the Ratchet and Clank games are rated 3+ as opposed to E10 like in America. So, is it T13? I'm not sure. I'm not sure about the US ESRB rating system, but there you go. So, let's shoot you down. Get some more nanotech once again. That is an Agent of Doom. I'm going to say it is, but I will have to quickly switch to the Pyrocity. Yeah, the Pyrocity is probably better than the Suck Cannon here, because okay, there's a bit of a delay on the door there with the force field. It gives you about just enough seconds to get through if you're hovering down, which I do appreciate. So, here the crash test dummies are using the Walloper. As a weapon, it homes in on your nearest enemy. Again, like the bomb glove and mine glove, it is very good against smaller enemies. So, it would be very useful on these dummies. Not so much on more powerful enemies, if you know what I mean. Such as the troopers here in Philibo 3. Anyway, let's blast the living crap out of the dog robots. And then, yeah, that is not something I like to say. And then use the Devastator. With the Devastator, it takes about 1 hit per trooper to kill them. So, yeah. And, the only thing I can say is that aiming with the Devastator can be a bit off. The targeting reticle is pretty good, however, to be fair. So it isn't all bad when you're using this weapon. And that being said, how much? I have 2 nanotech left. And I don't think you can shoot down the, unlike in some later levels, we will see within Ratchet and Clank on the PS2. Thank goodness for the Agents of Doom. I love them. Seriously, I do love the Agents of Doom. They can easily take out smaller enemies as well. As well as some bigger enemies as well. And, seriously, I am praising that. So I'm going to get some more ammo. I don't know if I have enough for the Visibomb gun or not, really. And we have yet another timed thing there. I don't think we can get it with the thing. We could use the Devastator. There was just a Gadgetron vendor there, so that's good. So use both these and get through there. And then we have a short grinding segment before we arrive here. And this, I believe, is where the help desk girl is. I could be wrong here. Oh, no, I am wrong. We have to face some more robots. Yes, suck them up, Ratchet. Seriously. I can't believe I'm making a Kirby reference out of all things, but there you go. And in here, the robots will use, seemingly, the Pyrociter. So yeah, so shall we respond in kind? I think so, because the Pyrociter does have a blind spot on it, so it does help. Just be careful of where each of the robots are. Okay, I'm going to go back to them. Never mind! Okay, all there was after that was some more troopers, so instead of that, let's look at this, because over there is another dropship. This one actually does remain stationary, and does attack you, so be careful. As well as spawning various Blargian troopers. So, let's get rid of you. I'll use 3 Devastator rockets, and eventually it doesn't go down. Normally it does. I don't know what's wrong there. Okay, there we go. Apparently it takes 4 Devastator rockets, which is very annoying. Oh well, one more over there. And why didn't... Okay, delayed reaction. Not something I like in a platformer, but there you go. Then a quick switch to the Pyrociter to get rid of the robots, or the bomb bots, or whatever. And then one final go at the crash test dummies here. And then, well, we'll see. Because I want to heal up, because I will need to against these robots. Because over here, we will have a bunch of crash test dummies, or robotic test dummies, I don't know. I cannot get any of the others. Let's see, do I want that? Yeah, I do. Mind Glove? Yeah. Okay, so they start off with the Pyrociter. Can they damage one another? Well, let's see. I'm gonna go out with this with the Mind Glove and pretty much have them home in on the other robots, just to save me some time by not using any more things and hopefully avoid losing too much nanotech. I may want to use some of the Agents of Doom as well. I did get some extra mines from there, so that's good. So, yeah, okay. And then the door she shall open! And indeed, then we can actually speak, I believe, to the head of Gadgetron, I believe. Let's see, we are in this corridor, and let's get some more stuff out the way. There we go! And then, in this room is... well, we're back here. We're back at the beginning. So, yeah, and we can't shoot that. Nope, apparently the blaster does not allow us to. Thankfully, there is a switch here, which will take down the force field. So, yeah, that is taking us back to here with the main area and the Gadgetron thing there. So, let's indeed buy some more stuff. Okay, so we're not near the head of Gadgetron, are we? Well, actually, I think we might be. Not sure, but I'll get some more ammo anyways. And then over here, that is just where we came from. and that's where we've been. So yeah, nothing new there, but let's go back through here then, because I think I'm missing something. Seriously. So yeah, and over here is where we came from, through the thing with the dummies. So let's head to the right. Why am I going to the left? There is nothing there, except the Gadgetron vendor. So yeah, I don't think I want to go over there, although I will take down that force field, and that will take me to another new area, but I'm not sure I want to go that way. That just takes me back to where the thing was, so yeah, I'm surprised I'm still going through here. Then I just realized, yeah, that's the area we've just been through. So yes, and so let's go back to the thing. There is another area we can go to with a lift and another grinding section. I do want to do that. Well, apparently I do. Well, fair enough, I'll do it. This one does introduce us to the help desk girl, and yes, she does work here. The girl who's been giving us advice throughout the game. So yeah, and apparently the bomb dropping robots are here too. Yeah, they weren't enough of a pain. So I'm just going to use my... okay, maybe the blaster is the wrong sort of weapon here. Seriously, I could have just used the Pyrocitor. Yeah, I should have just used that. But never mind. There are some hidden pathways you can take with the thing there. Beware of the oncoming trains, because they can knock you off. Yes, seriously. So, do I switch back to the Pyrocitor? Yes, I do, which is good, because the Pyrocitor is much better at this than the thing, because as I mentioned before, it works better as a sort of shield against the giant mines here. It's just that apparently I'm not good at jumping over them. Yeah, get used to that, man. Anyway, that being said, let's jump over here, and then jump back, and jump over that. You get the idea. The trains are very annoying. Again, they do kind of signal you with a sort of noise. That thing I just hit there, that opens up another pathway, which I think leads us to another golden bolt. Yeah, seriously. But why I didn't use the Pyrocitor there, I don't know. Now we have 3 more of those, so we have to jump over those. There's another switch off to the left there, but apparently I'm not going to do that. Do I want to do it? Apparently I'm a bit hesitant, so yeah, I will attempt this on the next episode. So until then, I will see you later. Goodbye!